Aquarius, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your reading for mid-October. We're going to take a look at your recent past, your current energies, and what you may not see coming. Let's get some messages, you all. Thank you for tuning in, for sharing this space with me. And thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Aquarius today. Let's get initial spirit animal guide to bring us into this reading. They want me to take that top one. I had not seen it. Let's see what this one says, you all. Guidance, Panther. You could be needing some important guidance the second half of Aquarius. Oh my gosh. You could be guiding other people, Aquarius. Oh my gosh. It's time to release your passions, live your dreams, and begin a new chapter in your life. You were encouraged to expand your awareness, eliminate fears, and become a whole new person. You were guided and protected. Yeah. A whole new Aquarius. That's what was trying to come out of my mouth. Well, and I think this Pluto energy is going to be very important it's for the collective as well, but we are definitely, all signs are pointing towards Aquarius as the visionary that you are, and it's time. It's your time, Aquarius. I love this. You are becoming a whole new person, and you are guided and protected as you go through this rite of passage. Let's see. Let's now do your tarot messages. We're going to clarify these as well with other animals. This is one of my favorite ones. I always say all of them are my favorite, but this one is great because it's animals. Ooh, okay. Surrendered perspective. And this card, I think that's what she calls it. Yeah, surrendered perspective. And she's got the bats. It looks pretty uncomfortable. Doesn't it look Halloweenish, Beetlejuice-ish? So whenever we see bats, you're going to have to feel your way through the second half of October around, and I'm getting this strong hit of staying true to yourself. That's where the roses grow. Gosh, I was a huge fan of Concrete Blonde, and I have that song in my head now, Where Roses Grow. And it's kind of like this grungy, like you could be, there's a lot of grit coming out right now and the way I'm feeling. So you might be like, there's grit, right, around you becoming a whole new person. I don't know what that means to you, but it feels right. It feels good. You could have been going through some sort of stagnation in the recent past. Yeah, as you commune with your own inner being, with spirit. And this is an orca. And whenever we see these beautiful creatures, it has everything to do with trusting yourself, trusting your inner wisdom. And in the recent past, you're showing me two of the, other than the Hermit, this is, and the card of these two cards, it's like your goal as an Aquarius is to be the visionary you are and to also become the ascended master that you are. Self-realization. Now, if you want to talk about the nitty-gritty, and it's hard with this channel, y'all. It is called Illuminated Tarot for a reason. This is about our own self-realization, and you're saying it's important to you. But then there's some people, doesn't mean it's not important to you, but you may have a pressing matter. And you're like, yeah, but what about like the worldly life, like here and now, like I'm dealing with something. It's not just about my spiritual growth, which is one facet, right? But that facet, if it's not fed, it will bleed over into every aspect. So Spirit is saying, make sure that your focal point is this. Seeing different perspectives, pausing, learning how to honor yourself, removing any kind of blocked energy. It comes by way of going deep into your own inner wisdom. Some of you are truth seekers, psychics. In this deck, this is the card of someone who knows. They know that they know. They don't have to even explain it. They just know. Now I'm speaking. Now it's Dr. Seuss time. But you get it because it's almost like you're being divinely guided from your own higher being. Birthing yourself into a brand new frequency. What's the current energy? Oh, no wonder. Now, when we see this, where's the animal here? It's so cute. It's the tiniest little... This is a very tiny and little creature. And it's the Four of Cups is a matter of perspective. A lot of times it gets a bad rap for being like the negative, like being negative. But it's also the card of disappointment. I think that out of this, and this is a mouse, y'all, out of this opportunity, right, currently, for whatever has disappointed you in the past that has taught you, all right, I got to go deeper into my own inner knowing here. When it comes to what you need to be reminded of, it's about embracing your own curiosity and not letting what has transpired get in the way of what's possible. As you can see, she's got this beautiful cactus in front of her that she's been working on. This is the power of your own thoughts. It's about being curious and observing your surroundings. As you can see, she's looking somewhere else. It's almost like she's looking, I've never noticed that about this card. She's almost looking at like, well, what did you do? Did you do it better than me? There's something about comparison in this card that Spirit is saying, be careful with that. Be careful with that. You could be worried that you're working on some sort of unleashing of your creative potential and worried when it comes into comparison that your worth is being hit here. But that's just something I'm suspecting here, that you're worried that there's something going on that is fueling your perspective here. Yeah, you're going deep and you're being guided to release something. This is the Six of Swords. And when I see that in this card, this is that, gasping for air at the surface with the sea turtles here. Turtle is about that relief in this card of breath, resilience, getting a breath of fresh air, right? Hope is on the horizon. You're making progress, in other words. Gosh, you have a very strong mandate in the second half of October, Aquarius, to feel into whatever it is making you feel down or putting you in comparison. I want to get some more clarity on this. Let's now talk a little bit more about what these animals are saying. What is this bat saying? What is this bat saying? As you hang upside down, you are complete. I'm telling you, it's something about your worth. You are not broken. Nothing is wrong with you. Don't spend your life fixing problems. Dwell in the beauty of your being. You are enough now and always. There's some sort of spiritual acceleration going on here. And it comes through sometimes experiencing what we're not and in that stillness. Stillness is what brings the acceleration. Spirit wants you to know you are not broken. I mean, you could feel like something put you upside down and it was a complicated situation and you're being guided to feel into things right now. And your higher being is literally telling you, you are complete. You always have been, Aquarius. You are not broken. It's like you're trying to get out of some sort of perspective that feels draining. It feels difficult. But you've got this inner wisdom. It's almost like pull on what you know. The pause is the shift. Look at that. That's exactly right. That's why I love combining decks, because you get this magical symmetry going on. See how in the past, this is the past position, sorry, but see how she is sitting there and she is communing with her own inner wisdom? Some sort of pause in your life that maybe you didn't want to take has created this profound shift in the evolution of your own consciousness. Your past is now behind you. All you desire is right in front of you, Aquarius. Pause to reconnect with your power and follow the pull of your destiny. I feel like I need to just say it, the worst is behind you. Look elsewhere. It almost feels like she doesn't feel good enough. I'm getting that vibe off of her. The dare to dream, right? The dare to dream. I feel like there's this aspect where you need to be more gentle with the things that you're allowing in your mind. What is this for a feeling? What is this little mouse saying? This little mouse creature. What is this mouse saying? Receiving it all. receiving it all. You deserve to receive abundance at full capacity, Aquarius. Believe in your worth and trust that the universe is ready to deliver all that you desire. Open up. Yeah, that Four of Cups is that feeling of, oftentimes she's, in the traditional tarot, she's leaning against a tree and she's sitting there and she's dwelling over what was instead of what could be. And you know what? We can all get that way. We can all get stuck in that frequency, and it's okay. It's just, this is fleeting. You need to call upon your own inner wisdom, knowing that this pauses the shift, and that once you receive the call, right, to understand that you were worthy, it's like you remove this sluggish energy that's almost been like a dark cloud over you. You see the dark clouds that are behind her? This mouse is reminding you to embrace your curiosity. And look at the mouse is. It's like looking down at like the pottery and like, what are you doing? What's going on? There's some sort of fresh idea that I think you're going to be getting in the second half of October. And it's going to take you out of a downward state, emotionally downward state, where you are trying to, it's like you're trying like hell to put something behind you. I don't know what it is, but it hasn't been easy to put it behind you. Something really knocked you down in your confidence in a situation. And now it's time for you to become a whole new person. We have this hope coming towards you in what you don't see coming. Hope renewed in your thoughts. See, there's a lot of, what I like about this is we have a major arcana around some aspect of your life that's gone stagnant, but it was for a greater purpose. It's for you to explore the parts of you that you needed to heal and surrender and release in your past trauma, in your past relational energies. And when we do that, the pause is literally the shift. But when you're in the pause, you're like, the pause sucks. I got a bone to pick with the pause. I want to sit in a room with the pause and say, F you. But, we can kick and get upset. And I've definitely been on periods in my life where I didn't like the outcome of things. So I didn't like the way things were going. But sometimes, what is it? Rejection is God's protection. So I feel like there's something either you rejected or someone else rejected. And it's called you inward. It doesn't mean it's a love situation. It's just, this is what you're still dwelling and dealing with, the prickliness of the worthiness button that got hit in you around something that hurt you in the past. And you're being guided right now to live your dreams and to begin a new chapter. And hope is on the horizon. Move through it. Move through it, Aquarius. A new chapter and the beginning. It's like, it's that whole energy of this too shall pass, right? When things seem to be falling apart, be aware that things may be coming together in new ways. That's what it's trying to say. That's what this bone to pick energy is saying to you. When things seem to be falling apart, Aquarius, be aware that things may be coming together in new ways that suit the next phase of your life even better. You're going to have to lay whatever this is to rest. Okay? The longer you hang on to it, the longer you dwell in it, the more it's going to drain your energy. The beginning. There is still time to adjust or start over. Feel life flowing freely through your being. All your wishes can come true in the creative potential of a new beginning. You got a new beginning. Some of you, it's whatever this new chapter is. It could be a whole complete overhaul for some of you. Some of you going through all these earth upheavals. It's difficult. I'm not saying that, you don't have a right to be upset with the world, upset with your circumstances, okay? That's okay. But please don't take it into such a deep core level that it informs you of being less than or unworthy. There's some sort of like personal gain that's coming from this dip in your energy. And I think sometimes it's that stillness, right, that brings that acceleration. That's what this feels like. In the stillness, when we accept and embrace it, my life is stagnant, I'm not happy with the circumstances, and you feel like you're pushing against an immovable force, right? And the winds are against you, right? You just have to let go. It's really a matter of letting go of control, accessing your higher truth, which is you came here to experience your life. We are beyond this lifetime. We are eternal. The more you realize that and you remind yourself every day, you get out of your limited frame of mind, your limited focus. You are an unlimited being in this world, and you have the power to create your reality. And I'm not just saying that in a flippant way. There are so many nuances to that, but it really is a matter of remembering again and again and again that you get to choose your perspective every day. You get to choose what you define as your reality in here. And that's the power that we often neglect. And that's what you're showing me. Wait, okay. I realize that because of my past situation, I haven't been in the best mindset, and you're learning through that. And I think that you're going to be coming up for air in the second half of this month, towards the end of this month, around Halloween time. For if you're in the States, you celebrate Halloween. We're talking about end of October, wherever you are in the world. There's a new chapter coming. I want you to have hope. There is a new beginning. Let's clarify. Gosh, your spirit team is really kicking up here. They say you have clarity. You know the truth. Guard your energy. Cherish and protect what's yours. But you're being protected here. Whenever I see the Ace of Swords, Seven of Wands, it's like you have a light surrounding you at this time, whether you believe it or not. Your own divine light. Source, the light of Source. Your spirit guides. Your loved ones that have passed. Your animals that have passed. You are never alone. And you are whole and complete, always. Yeah. These three wanted to come out, no wonder, Huns. Yeah. You've had a painful ending, and you're really upset about it. We have the Hermit, the Four of Cups, another Four of Cups, which you're currently moving through. You're upset. You're going inward. You're trying to learn and grow spiritually from this experience. And something has come to a brutal end. And I'm sorry for that, but you know what? It's setting you on a new path. It's what's supposed to be. And when we resist that, when we resist the flow of life, we get stuck. But the pause is the shift. The pause is the shift. Okay. Woo, that's too many. But I definitely know it's that one. That one wanted to come out. We have the Two of Pentacles. There was a lot you were going back and forth on. We have the Two of Pentacles and Two of Wands with the pause. You're like, that's when you said, I got a bone to pick with you. Universe, not happy. Yeah. It's the waves, right? The ways of injustice, the ways of upset, hurt feelings. It's the waves, right? It's a wave. It's not fixed. It's a wave. And the sooner we realize that, we flow with it. Every day is a new day. Some days are harder than others. Spirit's got you. Yeah. You're like, but I don't want it. I didn't want it to end. I didn't want it to be over. This is its end. It's reached its end. Okay? You're in the midst too. This is also transitionary energy in the midst of a powerful transformation that began in the past. I feel like you're about 3/4 of the way through it, Aquarius. And you're at that point where you're like, nah. Yeah. Seven of Cups is coming out of confusion in the midst of a transformation, realizing that what you were holding on to was an illusion. And I'm sorry for that. It's painful. It's really effing painful. My heart goes out to you because I know. Yeah. This was about someone that you assigned like the end all be all, but it was blocked energy. Okay? It's a no. There was something that you're trying to gain self-mastery, self-control over, and you're trying to say no to something. You have the sword of truth now. You're no longer confused, no longer in doubt. I think you're coming out of something that you were fighting so hard to cling to, but it wasn't serving you anymore anyway. But it was like, it's like when we fight to keep the known out of fear of the unknown. And sometimes you have to just walk into the unknown and know that Spirit's got you. You got you. Yeah. And you know what? What you're seeing clearly now is that you deserve the very best, Aquarius. You deserve to be nurtured. You deserve to be adored. You deserve to be loved and cherished. You deserve all the good things. Some of you are single moms out there, and I feel you. Okay? You are your own nurturer, and you're not happy about it because there's someone in your past, Emperor Empress, that was like, You could be going through a major separation right now with someone, and there's an ending on the line, and you're not happy about where things are in this second half of the month. But Spirit is saying that, this is a necessary, I just heard it's a foregone conclusion. That maybe there's a little bit of illusion here and there are blocks here in this. I'm not sure what happened, but it's leading you to a new chapter and a new beginning. Let's go into this future energy. You're realizing what was unhealthy here. We have the devil sideways. Be careful what you let in. Be careful. You need to take a look at this new chapter and this new beginning and what is in alignment. You have a lot of twos. You have this is very similar to some of the Aquarius energy around. You have an important decision to make this month. I'm sorry, did I say Aquarius? I meant Gemini. And Gemini really kept coming through strong. Aquarius, I do believe that you are in a position to remain in a situation that maybe has had an ending and you're going to linger in it, and maybe you need to. But I think for a lot of you, the lesson here is in letting go of anything that's unhealthy and starting a new chapter and coming up for air in a situation that isn't right for you. I'm not here to tell you to stay in a marriage, leave a marriage, stay in a commitment, leave a commitment. You need to stay true to yourself. And that's what I'm here to encourage you to do. What you do with that is up to you. What choice will allow you in this situation to stay true to yourself? And that's your answer. If staying true to yourself means staying with somebody and working it out, then stay. If staying true to yourself means saying no, this is sideways. You could be taking a step back, and this is visionary mindset. This is you going, is this in alignment with what I want? Is this person, place, or thing? Whatever it is, you gave it a lot of power in the past with the Emperor. You gave it a lot of your power. There's a lot of clarity coming through and something that's disappointed you. And I think that you realize that you deserve the very best, Aquarius. So if someone's not giving that to you, it's time for you to start a new chapter on your own. Okay? See the bigger picture. Take that eagle's perspective. What have you gained here? What have you learned about your value, your worth? That's the biggest lesson we're going to learn again and again and again. And when you get that and you stand in your own sovereignty, you do not put up with bullshit. You just don't. You don't. Because you love yourself more than you allow someone to not show you healthy love. And that is the truth, my friends. All right, let's get some advice. Maybe they'll give us some insight into what you should do. But there's clarity coming in, and Spirit's trying to help you with this. But I am seeing that it's time for you to start a whole new life. Two of Cups, of course. It's about love, intimacy. Four of Wands, Ten of Swords in reverse. Some of you are unsure whether to get divorced. Some of you are going through a divorce. Ten of Swords in reverse is coming out of a painful ending and leaning onto the support around you and getting the love that you need. Some of you, this is, wait a minute. Is this what we should be doing? Let me get one more on this Ten of Swords in reverse. Knight of Pentacles. Spirit wants you to take your time. You're very disappointed with where things are right now in a connection. They want you to hold a higher vision. Some of you might fight through this. There's some sort of painful situation that you maybe not be prepared to let go of yet because of just circumstances. Whenever I see the Four of Wands, there's an ending, but there could be like a delayed, like let's go our separate ways because there's shared homes, shared belongings, shared pets. Like it's complicated. If you were really intertwined with somebody for a while, this is not an easy situation. Some of you are trying to work out a betrayal. Okay. Something that needs to come to an end in order to bring the love back. Either way, there's forgiveness ahead that's needed here. I'm getting that you have some important decisions to make about your life right now, Aquarius, and I feel you. But you need to stay true to yourself. And whatever has ended, this pause is making you shift your entire perspective about what has gone on, what you deserve, and what you really want for the future. So if you've been dealing with an energy that has been very unhealthy for you, or the love has gotten unhealthy and it's more of a trauma bond, and it's just, there's more strife than there is real deep unconditional love, trust, and respect, then that has got to be cleaned up. And if you both are committed to that, then anything can be saved. But you both have to be deeply committed to bringing your A game to the connection. So I feel like there's a lot of love here that you both still share. It's very clear. But there's something that you need to release from the past and forgive. Okay? There's also my card, and when Ten of Swords is in reverse, it's like, okay, I'm willing to forgive now. I'm over the initial shock, and I'm trying to work through it. So some of you are going through a major rift in a long-term commitment here, and you're still going to hold on and fight the good fight, but there's a lot of uncertainty. But one thing you are doing is you're coming out of confusion, and you have clarity moving forward. You are in a brand new beginning, and you're coming up for air. I think there's hope on the horizon, but I think you need to slow the energy down and be very mindful of your actions the second half of October with this individual, okay? Let's get a spirit animal oracle to close this reading out. Badger spirit. Be fearless and bold. Dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. And wombat spirit, be at home. Let's shuffle these. Spirit, tell me when to stop. Which one? Actually, they said neither. I'm going to go with it. They said neither. They want me to do the card on the bottom. Butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful, which is what you're trying to do right now. You're trying to transform a situation. Okay, let's read this. Number 11. Higher consciousness needs to be brought to this connection, you all. All right? What would love do here? Joy and the beautiful lightness of being alive and creative in the world is the focus when butterfly spirit flutters before you. Transformation is inevitable as you grow into your most beautiful, empowered self. Indeed, you'll go through some uncomfortable stages as you let go of the forms of your life that no longer fit the new you. Even relationships must go through shifts to match your new emerging self. If you focus on the beauty and not the challenges, stop taking yourself too seriously, and choose to be playful, loving, and joyous, you will soon know the miracle your soul wants to experience through you. Today is a day for joy, so alight. Look around and see the beauty that is everywhere and in everyone, including you. Transformation does not have to be as traumatic or dramatic as things may seem to be right now. Remember, change is the only true constant. When you resist it, you create a tension within you as you refuse to accept the inevitable. In this moment, you might have forgotten the beauty and joy of life as it moves through its seasons, as nature dictates. You are being faced with a choice now. You can struggle with the current conditions, refusing to surrender, and see through the lens of lack and loss, or you can surrender to the grace that is calling you to allow life to take its course, moving through the sadness and disappointment. Surrender will soften you, inviting you to bask in gratitude and see through the lens of curiosity. These are all things that were very strong in the reading. These are the keys to tuning into the infinite potential available to you now. Butterfly spirit knows the beauty and delight you are on the brink of discovering. Let go and trust that it is there for you. All right, let the magic work through you. Your transformation is beautiful. I know this isn't easy. You do have important choices to make the second half. I hope this reading helped. Take care, Aquarius.